The US election cycle is just a bit over 50 days away, I think, from finding the next president of the United States, and it is at a really interesting point. For a while, it was said Donald Trump's going to win, and then he made a gaffe 7 times in a day for 7 straight days, and then it was Hilary Clinton easily going to win. We're going to have a look right now at the latest polls. These are just out today, and you can see that Clinton is certainly in the lead in most of them. Trump is in the lead of one of them by 5, and that's the LA Times poll, which is interesting in itself, being California. And then there's also a tie. But what you will notice is that Clinton leads by 5 in one of the polls, Trump leads by 5 in one of the polls, and the rest of the polls are led by Clinton or a tie, but it is margin of error. So it is an interesting time. I'm still going to fall back on logic and say it's very unlikely that Trump will win. At the last 2 elections, the GOP has had to win Latinos, win women, win youth, and win minorities in general. Trump hasn't done that, but the polls, Dominic George, are pointing towards perhaps it being closer than most people gave it credit for 3, 6, 9 months ago.
Yeah, that's true. And so only sort of 50 odd days out. However, you have mentioned the fact that at one stage it was looking like it was just a one-horse race there for a period of time with Hilary Clinton. The point being that they say, you know, a week is a very long time in politics. At the moment, a day is a long time in politics. If you look at what happened to, Hilary Clinton a few days ago and the talk that's been generated around that.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at that, shall we? So you probably have all seen this before, but for the one person in a million who hasn't, Hilary Clinton was at a 9/11 event and felt faint and had to be escorted to the car. Let's have a look at that roll. So the issue that the Hillary campaign has at the moment is they explained all that away 7 times. That there was this and there was that, and then they came out and said she's got pneumonia. So when I saw that, I sent out a tweet, and in my tweet I said this is a worrying time for Hillary Clinton supporters. Now, I wasn't saying that I want Trump to win. I wasn't saying that, but I was saying it's a worrying time for Hillary Clinton supporters because perception is reality. For the previous 3 weeks, in my opinion, incorrectly, but Trump and his supporters have been talking about her health. That happens at the end of a 3-week cycle.
It's an exclamation mark, isn't it?
So the appearance, right, which is often more important than the reality, but the appearance right now is Clinton is old and weak and feeble
and
frail and sick.
Yeah.
Now, we're not saying she is that.
No, but that is the perception. Because as you say, it's been going, they've been sowing this, they sowed the seed, you know, they watered the seed, started to grow, and then
that happened.
And then she harvests it for them.
And I just had this one thought, and I don't mean to be too flippant about this, but I think sometimes, and there's evidence that sometimes a single moment will end a political career. Do you remember Rick, what's his name, from Texas, the senator from Texas, was talking about the 3 things, and he went, the first one is this, the second one is this, the third one is, and he actually said oops in the middle of a thing, and he just, Rick Perry, and he just totally forgot it. We've got some video here of another candidate who there was a specific moment that ruined his political career. Let's have a look at that.
He's blown it for sure. Ruined before it hit the ground.
Yeah. Now, I don't think it's over yet. We've just seen in the polls it's not over. But I wouldn't be surprised if Trump wins, if analysts look back to the moment of the stumble and the fall and the I'm sick and looking frail, and that was the moment that cost Clinton the campaign.
If that so happens.